Indeed, Ambazonians know better. So this time, John Gute sneaked. I remember one of the times he visited Bamenda. After he was welcomed with guns, he had to confess that he is truly an Ambazonian, purporting himself as a Cameroon's prime minister. Mr. President, that's the gimmick of Cameroon. I'd like you to talk on that before you take the last question or one of the last questions on this election. Why, looking at all of this, you see the desperation of Cameroon to ensure that elections will take place in Bamenda. And I'm asking you, why do you really think Cameroon is desperately, even when they understand that the people are disinclined to this election? Why do you think that Cameroon government is desperately seeking to have this election in Ambazonia? Even when bullets were flying in the air, they just want an election to take place in Ambazonia. What's
Yeah,
the implication to that?
it's a show because I said they are not um, they are not looking for votes because they don't need votes to win. So it's a show. They have to make a show that will give them some kind of legitimacy. Tomorrow they will say all the parties is only the prime minister went there, the colonial prime minister went there, and the CPDM won because he went there to campaign. Now this is no campaign. It's a show for the optics. They make sure that half of the people you see there are soldiers in Mufti, and the other half are in the bushes. They slept there since yesterday to make sure that they secure a small perimeter where you can walk through, you can drive through and come there and make a statement, and then himself putting on a, 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 wearing a life jacket, a bulletproof jacket inside over under his coat, and say everybody armed and praying that as soon as the cameras are done and the photos are done, they should leave that place immediately. And they will go and find out they'll be running to make sure that nothing happened for the first gun with sound. They should be completely gone left. They should have left the place. That is not a campaign. That's a show. And when they go back to Yaoundé, they give testimonies. They say it was wonderful. I was there for 45 minutes. I was there. I was there. Then they will give high five to the police, to the gendarme, and the bees that were running around and that were sleeping in the bush, give them money and so on. That's not a campaign. In a campaign, you are trying to win the people. You don't do
Yeah.
photo op. So this is a game that they play always because they want to project, not to actually do anything. They just want to project something for something. So that's why I said that they are not deceiving us. Because as I said, we are going to make sure that Ambazonia does not take part in that election. Because Ambazonians have decided that they will not take part. So we collectively, we are going to ensure that there is no election in the southern Cameroon. But I also want that even though we will say that, there will still be numbers. These people are already cooking their numbers right now. They don't have to have election to have numbers. They are already putting their numbers together. And you will hear some fantastic numbers that they are going to put out there. You want to pull the hair off your head. You say, how did this happen? They will tell you this was 50,000, and then 30,000. But you say, where are these thousands from? That's what they will do. But what we want to do is that they should continue to lie to themselves. Nobody should believe them because you cannot lie to the person who is wearing the shoes. So they can when they lie those lies, ambassadors should sit where somewhere, be popping their popcorn and laugh to scorn because they know it's a lie. And the international observers should be able to see through the screen and know that these are their lies, their hope. They should see that clear. That's what we are going to achieve. We are making sure that on October the 2nd, from October the 2nd, a day after we celebrate our Independence Day, till the 14th of October, Ambazonia is totally locked down. Totally. That's the one they used to call in those days Mamiwata lockdown. This has nothing to do with children going to school or not going to school. This has nothing to do
Yeah.
with anybody moving or doing his thing. This has to do with a surgical, a surgical disruption of the La Republic's agenda to promote election in our country, to move around, to take their people around, to carry on any campaigns that have been outlawed in Ambazonia, or to even go on that day to find a place to vote, to make sure that we lock it down completely. So anybody who is walking on the street is somebody who is just against the will of and the freedom of the people of Ambazonia. I did not want to come out in person to say anything against the lockdowns that were imposed by certain elements who mean good for the struggle, right? Who just wanted to do something, but who did not give it a serious thought. So let me say this: that there are two types of weapons. There are weapons that when we shoot them, the enemy dies. There are weapons that if we use them, anytime we use them, the enemy dies and we also suffer. We must be able to identify those weapons. If you have mosquitoes in your house and you have a machine gun is a weapon. It can kill anything. Machine gun can also kill a mosquito. But if you use your machine gun anytime you hear mosquitoes around, you use a machine gun. Guess what will happen to your home? That home will be destroyed. Systematically, the home will be destroyed. This is because this is a weapon that even though you will succeed in your mission, it is going to afflict pain to you, to your home. And some people in the diaspora don't understand these things. They don't listen. They think that it is all about them. They own it. They own something. So they have to dish it out to the people because that's what owners do. Owners don't negotiate with people. They own it. Masters don't talk and ask anybody because they own it. But as the servant leadership of this government that we have, we listen to the people. We listen to the people because I know that the weapon of Ghost Town is a two-edged sword. Anytime we're using it, it is we are achieving a goal at the same time we are afflicting the people. So it should be something that the people can bear because the good should be more than the pain. That means what we want to achieve should be more than the pain. And so that the people can buy in and do it as part of their contribution to ensure that we are free. Anything that becomes an imposition is no more part of the struggle. We have to make sure that we carry the people along so that because there are no amount of Ambazonia soldiers who have all over Ambazonia to make sure that everybody locks down. There has to be a buy-in from the people to decide that this is the right thing to do. We are going to do it. If you claim that you have ownership, are you sure? Can you gendarmes or who will not have gendarmes? How many soldiers or Ambazonia soldiers do you need to police 7 million people